You know, and I grew up in Mexico, and we went to protests and rallies, and then I came here to the States, and I remember going to all these war rallies and with the posters and the yelling and the screaming, and it seems like we're all screaming with each other and no one's paying attention. When I did it Racing the Border, people that have lived there and seen all sorts of things put up on the wall, like they came up to me and said, like, what are you doing? And I said, oh, I erased it, so you don't have to look at it. I've been traveling a lot, and people ask me, what type of paintings do you do? You know, what do you do? And I say, well, I'm an artist. And, oh, paintings? Yes, I do paintings. And what type of paintings? And I say, well, photorealistic figurative paintings. And they say, oh, you paint figures. And I say, yes, I paint figures. What do you paint? And I say, well, I paint a woman in a black dress and black heels, usually doing some action. Oh, what action? They'll ask me. And I say, well, one of the easiest ways to describe it is I tell them that I went to the border and I mopped the beach with my hair in a dress and heels. And that usually, you know, gets them looking really weirdly at me afterwards. Like, what do you do again? I see myself as Mexican all the time. It's funny, people ask me that, and I can't see myself as, I think I understand and feel the world as a Mexican, but I have the opportunities of an American. One of the reasons why I never show the face is because advertising is all about the woman knowing that she's looked at and looking back at you. And she knows that she's there to be looked at. But there's always this inactivity, like she's doing nothing. She's just standing there looking back. And for me, it's so important that not only is the woman doing something, she's doing an activity, she's always in herself, looking inward, you know? Or psychologically or intellectually, she's doing something like I was talking about the exercise where your body becomes really occupied so your brain can start wandering off. You know, like the Prince Charming on the white horse is going to come and rescue you. So I went into the sinkhole with this white, kind of wild stallion, and I kind of wanted to reclaim that space where I was afloat, and there was no longer anyone sinking or drowning or dying, but there was this woman that was, you know, taking ownership of herself in that space with that horse. So it was kind of reconquering it. Like it breathes, it's breathing, you know? It feels like it's in the water, but there's more space behind it, you know? It's not like, I was afraid that it was just gonna be too much. I started painting because the idea that I wanted to make required me to paint. So I guess I had to learn how to paint. Like I had these very specific scenarios I wanted to paint. I pick up things as I go, because the idea drives the process more than anything else. I don't think about I'm this or I'm that. It's more like I get really possessed when I have an idea of trying to figure out a way how to do it.